How many times have a loved one or business colleague ask you, "Are you listening?" With all of the distractions in the world today, it sometimes can be very difficult to really listen when it comes to the world of communication, both on a personal basis and in business. Here are some facts about the process sometimes referred to as power listening. When you are listening to someone, you have to concentrate on what they're saying. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by such things as mind wandering or anticipating and thinking about what you're going to say when it's your turn to speak. All you need to do is just focus on what's being said to you at that moment. If the person you're speaking to says something that you don't understand, don't pretend to know what they're talking about. Stop the conversation and ask them to explain their position until you comprehend what had been said. If you don't stop them, your mind will be stuck on trying to figure out what was said, and you will not even hear the rest of the conversation. With the exception of interrupting the speaker to get something defined to the point of clarity, you should let them speak until they are finished. When they have finished speaking, acknowledge that you have heard and understood what's been said, and it's at this point that it is now your turn to respond to the speaker. In order to listen fully, it is best to make sure that you are giving your full attention to the speaker. This will reinforce the listening process and will keep you in the communication cycle. Also, when listening to someone, avoid getting into the habit of automatically filtering out any information you don't agree with or don't want to hear. Keeping an open mind will keep your perspective fresh. You can always argue the basis of your point when it is your turn to speak. When you're having a conversation with someone, don't try to top them with a better story than the one they just told. This can appear childish and should never be a part of a business conversation, although you will be surprised how prevalent that practice is. It's okay to tell stories that support the situation or shows the other person that you understand, but you don't want to appear to be pompous or egotistical. The human communication cycle follows the same concept that two computers use when they're talking to each other. The start of the cycle is that one computer gets the attention of the second computer that it wants to interface with. The second computer acknowledges that it's ready to listen, i.e., receive the information. At that time, the first computer sends the data, and when it has finished, it asks the second computer if it has received everything. The second computer replies that it has, and the first computer acknowledges that it now knows the second computer has received and understood the data. To be a good listener, you should follow that same process. People love a good listener. When you are a good listener, you are able to develop great friendships, expand socially, and are considered a better employee and business colleague.